But even last week, a lot of this granite was all the way back. I don't even know if that's granite, whatever it is. Somebody said it was asbestos, naturally occurring. Whatever it is, this gray rock, that spine, I was fishing off of it. So it's really, 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 really bad. Really bad. I think this is generally, I'm this far offshore, I'm sitting in 80 feet of water. I'm only in 23 feet of water right here at the end of the ramp. Water temp is 55. Marking bait right now at 25 feet of water. Visibility is still good, even though it has murked up, and I'm sure it's just mud lines. We had a little bit of a wind event, so that can push some sediment around too. Yeah, the guys are struggling on the ramp. It sucks. But hopefully the fish are biting. Doing a little makeshift tourney today just with my brother and my nephew. They're out on Alatoona today in Georgia. They've been on the water for a while, and I got one spot. Is it Alabama spot or Kentucky spot? I don't even know. I think there's even an Alatoona spot. So one of those species, they got one in the boat. Been out since 7:30 their time. It is 11:30 my time. So they might be calling it quits here quickly, but I had responsibilities to take care of. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not expecting too much. It's zero wind out here, not even a breath. Main lake is just sheet glass. Hopefully I can pick some up on the reaction. I got the net today just in case I get some of those chrome species, which will be fun since I'm not just basically fun fishing, besides being a little competitive with my brother and his son Ryan. Yeah, this spine, it's this far offshore. It's 18 feet, 14 feet, 13 feet. Looks like it maxed out at 13 to peak. Nope, 11. Yep, there's the change. Now it's going back down. Nothing sitting on it though. I'm sure there is, especially if I just cast right over here. But I'm gonna just head to this point, try to pick up a few quick ones, and see how the day goes. But that's your Lake Sonoma report. If you want to see how the rest of the day goes, continue with the video. Otherwise, just know it's a little more murky than it has been. I would say visibility is still anywhere between 4 to 6 feet. Again, the water temp, in case you didn't catch it because there was some noise, is 55, so it's warmed up. Very, very warm today. Beautiful day. So I'm glad I'm able to get out here. Quite a few trailers in the parking lot too. I think I counted 14 up top, and there's looks like 3 right there. Most of them look like fishermen though. Rangers, nitros is what I saw. But we're just gonna be tooling around in the tube. So see how it goes. Right, let's see what happens right here. Just gonna dead stick it and draw it. I'm not gonna stay here long because it's already late morning. I kind of want to get back into the pockets because that's where the fish have been. But there's always fish that hide out, or hang out I should say. They're not really hiding. Hang out right here, but you can see all that beautiful cover right there, all that rock and stuff. And I'll know really quick if there's even more of it. It doesn't appear to be, you know, there's not like that chunk rock that just continues to flow all the way through. But it could be silted up and then washed off. But all I'm feeling right now is mud. So I gotta get to where some rock is. I'll make a couple of casts here and then finally a bite. It's been a long time too. Looks like a good fish. like a really good fish. Oh, that's just a decent smallie. Okay, not skunked. That was a long time coming. Definitely a keeper. Long time coming. I'll give you, I've been out here for 2.5 hours. Easily 2.5. Okay. I'm gonna go 1.5. Chill out. Look at that. Dead on. Oh, I just went to 1.4. Come on. Oh, back into 1.5. 1.4. Alright, not skunked. I was really worried. It's like, man, could this be the first time I get skunked? It's a fun size smallie. I'll take 5 of those and then go ahead hunting. But I came to this bank over here. I literally went back in that pocket and flipped every major piece of wood. And I cranked, I jerked through all that stuff. I swam a swim jig, slobber knocker, double bladed willow. I even dropped where I saw some hard bottom and nothing. Not until right then. Alright, hopefully these sets of points right here will hold fish. Alright, going to heighten different. Might be a largie. It's definitely smaller. Tons of head shakes. Well, it's a smallmouth. Good one too. Just woke up. Yeah, as soon as I came to the next point, I got another bite. So, pocket points. It's a better fish. Still not going to use the net on him because he's not super big. Well, it's similar size, maybe 1.6 on this one. That was weird though. Definitely longer. Oh, it's not reading. What's going on? There it goes. Twinsies. Just long and skinny, 1.4. That's easy math. Oh, just long and skinny. Not much color on them. Not much pattern, I should say. They're just cold. This little bowl is not what it used to be. Look at all that habitat up there. All that chunky rock. All that riprap over there. All high and dry. You would think some of this chunk rock would follow out, but I'm not feeling anything. Not even really on the edge. And that's like, I had to pull it away from the rock. It's right on the shoreline. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. Alright. Alright. Well, if I end there, I end there. Didn't get skunked. That's a good thing. I'm gonna try a couple times off the main point here by the boat ramp. Might even try both sides just to see. I think the next time I come out, I might even try the other side of the lake, just because we're getting colder, and that side obviously gets the sun. There's a lot of chunk rock over there too. I've caught fish over there, but I always gravitate to this side, you know, for obvious reasons. That's a long row, but regardless, it seemed like everybody I talked to was struggling. I literally have had 2 bites, 2 fish, pair of bookends, 1.4 smallies. Didn't break off, didn't get a whiff on anything else. So I fished clean. So if you always got to look at the positives. Another positive is I'm out on the water. This week is going to be pretty busy leading up to the TOC at Clear Lake. I don't think I'm going to be able to pre-fish. I mean, I could have gone up there last few days, but it's just been really tough from all the reports I've heard. I think I mentioned in another video that I could have gone up and pre-fished with the B&T. Could have even fished the, well, I couldn't have fished that last weekend, but could have fished right after it, and they struggled. Some of the guiding services up there, all the reports I've heard, it's just been fishing really slow. We were supposed to have some weather coming in, and that looks like it's got pushed forward or pushed back, because I just don't see it anymore. There's a couple chances right before the tourney, and there's a better chance right after the tourney. So either that system stalled out or it fizzled and came through early. But it's still, you know, a week out, so that can change. Right now the wind forecast looks, you know, just light and variable. And then Sunday looks like this. I mean, just slick calm, which, you know, is not always conducive to a strong bite. But who knows, maybe they're in that funk mood right now on all the reservoirs and all the lakes, and so a light bulb will go off and they'll be like, oh yeah, we need to feed, and they'll start hitting. So there's always hope. And there's a couple spots on Clear Lake that I feel like I can just milk and milk and milk for 8 hours and at least catch a fish. If I stick to my guns and don't go all over the map and just start spazzing out and I gotta go here, I gotta go there, I gotta go here. It's easy to do when you're in that tournament set, though. You know, just get spun out. So coming up on the point, if I catch anything, even if it's a dink, I'm turning the camera on, because this is going to be a pretty lame video regardless, but at least those that like to fish Sonoma will get a full understanding of, you know, not only my report, but Steve Random Stuff. He'll probably be pre-fishing. He's got his little tournament coming up. And I shouldn't say little, because ours is little. But he's got a boaters tournament coming up. So he'll probably be posting some vids, or maybe he'll just wait until after. You don't want to give away any secrets, but he has a good understanding of this lake as well. So we'll see what comes out of that. And if not, have a great week. Hope you had a restful holidays. Probably still feasting on the leftovers. I know we are. Looking forward to that tonight. I think the camera went off. Look at this, guys. Look at this. The biggest bass in Sonoma that I've caught. I've ever caught here. It's a 5'2". Right here at the ramp. on the shaky head. So I'm pretty excited about that. Definitely wanted to get it on film. Just dragging a beaver. So they're out here, they're biting, but it's definitely a slow day. All right, going off for a minute. Portraits. All right, baby. Love it. Well, well, well. Giant largemouth on Lake Sonoma. That will make your day. So 3 bites, 3 fish, 2 smallies, 1 largie, and yeah, gonna call it quits. But that was fun. I'll just come around the bend again and see if I can pick up anything else, but if not, then definitely will end on that high note. Don't mind that at all. All right, just took out. Quick recap of today's activities. It was slow. It was super slow. So 2.5 hours in, I finally got my first bite. 1.4 smallie on the drop. Just a Berkeley Maxent flatworm right off a secondary point inside a pocket. In fact, it was the pocket with the standing timber, the first one you come through on the north facing side. Just kicked up maybe 20 yards, and second point, another bite, boom. And it was a 4.4, they were cousins. But they were truly bookends because coming around the main lake point there, I turned my camera on because there was a canoe out in the middle. A canoe, yes. And this bass boat comes this flying, and they couldn't see. It wasn't their fault. I do not blame them. And they were coming around the point, and they were just completely blinded. And they didn't hit, thankfully, but it was really close. The canoe had to point into their wake, and from where I was sitting, it looked maybe 10 yards of them hitting. It was close. No fault to the boaters, and we just got to be careful when we were outpowered like that. I'm very cautious about going across. I'm very cautious about sitting in the main channel for those reasons. We just got to be on the lookout. I'm not saying it was canoer's fault either, by all means. But I dragged a little shaky head with a beaver. It was a chigger craw. Yeah, Maxent chigger craw. Just around that point, and dick, I waited, lifted up. It was heavy, reeled down, just set the hook, because the hook, the shaky head I was using, sometimes it's hard to penetrate that big piece of plastic, because I did have it pretty deep down in the plastic, and the thing came up. It wasn't even really fighting. It wasn't fighting. I was like, okay, I got a little guy here. All of a sudden the thing just came up. I'm describing it because I do believe the video was cut off due to battery. So the thing came up in the head. I was like, okay, this is the biggest largie I've ever caught out at Lake Sonoma. Ended up being a 5.2. I think I got everything else. I quickly changed the battery while it was in the net, showed it multiple times, got multiple pictures, and it was just, I mean, cap off a good day, cap off a slow day, excuse me, and made it into a good day. I mean, a 5.2 on Lake Sonoma is worthy. It's definitely my biggest bass out here. I've caught bigger fish, but they've all been chromes, trout, lake trout. Definitely weighed more, but that 5.2 largemouth, beautiful, beautiful markings. And yeah, now I'm going home happy. It's 5 o'clock. there was some backup at the ramp, so it took me a little bit longer. I took out probably around 3:45, 4 o'clock, but I had to make a phone call and sat there on the phone call for a little bit, and then boat traffic, ramp traffic, everybody taken out right now from the weekend. So enjoy the week. I don't think I will be able to pre-fish unless I go up on Friday at Lake Sonoma, in which case I won't make a video until after the TOC. So if all goes well, I'll be up there Friday. I'll be able to scout out, look around, see if I can come up on any kind of pattern, cut the hooks off, just use screw locks on plastics, things of that nature. Maybe even take trebles off a crankbait or something. I know it doesn't run always true that way, but we'll figure something out. Maybe I'll hook a few just to see size, and hopefully do well on the TOC. Yep, until then, have a great week.